So last video I said I was going to take the Weatherby Vanguard in 270 out to the range, a different range because the range that I normally shoot at, they were having comp. In actual fact, they're having comp, I don't know what comp, this weekend as well, but on Friday, tomorrow, they're not. So I did do this shoot a few days ago, but I've been a bit busy, so I haven't done the video. But now I'll do an update video. So I took 3 rifles. I took the Weatherby Vanguard, I took the Martini Enfield 303, and I also took the 310 Cadet, Martini 310 Cadet, to figure out, because with the Martini Cadet, I'd figured out that I was going to use little gun, but I can't because I've only got a little bit left, and they reckon you're going to have Buckley's of getting it. Buckley's meaning very little chance of getting it again. So I decided, bugger it, what can I use? And I was told, have a go at Unique, because with the 310 Cadet you need a really fast burning powder, and the Unique and the little gun is a fast burning powder, so that was good. But obviously, due to the fact that of how scarce it is, there's a big problem with getting powders at the moment. And they said, look, we're not sure. In fact, every gun shop I spoke to said, we're not sure if we're going to be able to get it in again, you know, Hodgson little gun. So I was told, look, have a go at Unique. And Unique is good because it's a very fast burning powder. It's a faster burning powder than little gun. So there was no residual powder left over like with when I used AR2205. There was heaps. So with the 310 Cadet, this is what I've settled on, and I've actually made some more ammo for it, which I'm going to use, I don't know when I'm actually going to use it to try and knock over a few rabbits with it when I go up to a friend's property, or a couple of properties. So this is the 310 Cadet at 50 yards. The range that I went to actually has yard and metre marks, so which is good. So I went, well, I'll go 50 yards. So with 4.5 grains of Alliant Unique, that's at 50 yards, that's 5 shots. I'm happy with that. Just with open sights, you know, they're pretty crap sights, but I'm happy with that. So that's what I've made 100 rounds of that, of 4.5 grains of Unique with the 128 grain Hawkesbury River Bullet Company heeled bullets. Now, so the first rifle that I shot was, and this is because of this range that I went to, they've only got really small targets, and so you put one of these on there and that's about it. Maybe you can have a little bit underneath, but no, you put that target on there and that's it. So it's a big target, so it's a bit mixed up, but I'll show you what happened. So I sighted the rifle in. I put the 4.5 to 30 Delta titanium on it because it deserves, you know, I want to see what it can do. So I sighted it in with the Cellular and Bellow 130 grain round nose soft points, and then I did a 3-shot group. And you know, you'll see the other groups. It didn't do that well with other groups, but that's a 3-shot group, right? And that's with the Cellular and Bellow round nose soft point cheap ammo, $38 a box. That is a .38 of an inch 3-shot group. That stuff just does not cease to amaze me, like really. So then I went, I'll show you what happened with the Remington. So the Remington premium, their premium AccuTip ammo, there was one group at 1.57, there was one group at 2.7, let's see, Remington, where's another Remington? There, oh yeah, and that one, no, that's not Rem, yeah. So the Remington was just junk, yeah. Well, not junk, but it's definitely not premium ammo. So then I shot the, I made up some hand loads. So with 130 grain Sierra Game Kings. So that's a group of, what is it, 2.65, which is not that good, and that's 51 grains of AR2209, which is hydrogen 4350. That one there is 2 inches, that's 51 grains. That one there is, oh no, that's bigger than an inch. Oh no, I don't know where that one's from, but there's 5 rounds there. I don't know what that, I've been sighting in there. There's 5 rounds there, there's 5 holes there, and that's an inch at 52 grains. Then, what have we got here? In 53 grains, I went 2.2 inches, but another group at 53 grains was 0.8 of an inch. So, yeah, I don't know. And then that one there is big. It's 2.7 inches at 54 grains, and 55 grains went off the page, but I was actually able, it's just clipped it there, so I was actually able to measure it, and it's 1.7 inches with 55 grains. So it's a bit of, and then what I've done, so that cellar and bellow, I mean that 0.38 of an inch group, and this group with 53 grains of AR2209 is 0.85 of an inch. So that was with Sierra Game Kings. What I've done, I've always had a lot of success with Hornady SSTs, so I've loaded up 50 rounds, or a bit more, 60, something like that, 61 rounds or whatever, with Hornady SSTs of various weights of AR2209, hydrogen 4350. And I'm going to see what that does, because yeah, I don't know what it is, but SSTs seem to do really well, especially out of the 270s. That was the pick of the bunch of the hand load projectiles when I tested with the Steyr and the Voer, the Foda. Now, so I also had the Martini Enfield 303, and I was just testing powder weights. And where are we? That's Weatherby. Okay, so that's 41 grains of AR2209 with the Spear hot cores, 150 grain Spear hot cores. So this is with iron sights at 100 yards. So that's 4.3 inches, and that's 41 grains. This one's 39 grains, is over 5 inches. Where else? 40 grains, just over 4 inches. So what I've done is I've settled on 41 grains was a bit high. Where's 40 grains? 40 grains is a bit low. So I've gone, I think, 40.8. I've made up 50 rounds of 40.8 grains of hydrogen 4350 AR2209, and that's going to be, it shoots a bit to the right, but there's not much I can do about that. You can't drift the front sight, and you can't adjust the rear sight for windage, so it is where it is. I did have some a rubbish fix of sort of plastic steel putty on the front sight to move it over and up, and I took all that off. You know, at 100 yards, shooting a pig at 100 yards, being, 1 or 2 inches off to the side, yeah, it's not going to make any difference. So I'm pretty happy with that. So, like I said, tomorrow I'll go to my normal range, and I've got those rounds of the Hornady SSTs made up, and I'll see what the 270 does then, because I've got a box with 3 rounds left of the what's called the Cellar and Bellow Rano soft point, so I'll do another 3-shot group of that, because just to confirm what it can do with that stuff's amazing. I want to buy more of it. It's just, yeah. And at $38 for 20, I'm hard pressed making hand loads, that are that cheap. So I might just stock up on that. I'll still make hand loads because I like doing it, but I'll see how these SSTs go. I reckon they're going to go all right. They've always done well. I've seeded it like to just past the canalure, mouth of the case, just past the canalure, which has always worked in the past. So that's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, so the Cadet is, I've figured out what that wants, 4.5 grains of unique, and the 303 Martini Enfield wants 40.8 grains of Hodgson 4350 AR2209. So I've got them ready to go hunting with them when I get the opportunity. Might be later, might be next week. I'll see how I go. And tomorrow I'll go and test the Weatherby with the Hornady SST ammo. And once I've done that, I'll come and update you with that. Until then, see you later.